Hi, it's been a while. It's been a long time since I posted a sit-down video on YouTube. For those who don't know me, hi, my name is Lea Mathilda. Nice to meet you. I'm now 24. I think the last time we talked I was 23 or 22. I think it was 23. I'm not exaggerating. I am just going to be talking to you guys about why I left and why I wasn't really active for such a long time, what has inspired me to actually cut YouTube off for a while, and why I am actually back. So without further ado, let's just get down to me talking about a little bit my experience here. So I've been absent on YouTube for quite some time right now, and it was just because every single time I would come back and post something on YouTube, I would have these recurring thoughts. The thoughts were just like, who's gonna watch anyways? You're not even growing. Well, it's been 3 years. What are you doing? Other people are doing it better than you. And that was how I kind of realized that I was building limiting beliefs on myself for quite some time. I'm gonna be posting a video on limiting beliefs soon, but it was these repeated thoughts that just came back every single time I posted a YouTube video, which made me kind of anxious whenever I posted, that I didn't really enjoy the things that I posted, and I didn't really enjoy enjoying the outcome or just putting something out for you guys. It was just, well, how is it going to be received? How are people going to react to it? I remember in 2021, I was already feeling this type of pressure because I didn't achieve what I thought I would achieve at that time. And I took a hiatus of 1 month during that time. And then I took another one of, I think, 3 or 4 months in 2022 because I was really, really down bad. I think it was during my end of 2022. But this is where it comes, what kind of saved me as a person, because I was just not doing well. However, there was something bigger that came into the picture and kind of took me out of it. Before going forward, I like to go back a little bit, and I wanted to say that 2022, that was one of my worst, sorry, I have something in my eye. I think it was my second worst year in my life. After 2016, it was for me a year where things just didn't work out. Mentally, I was not doing good enough. Life was just not lifing. It just felt so hard, and I felt like people, I'm not generalizing, but either manipulated me, used me, kind of had these thoughts about me. And the most important thing that I felt during that time was I felt unseen. I was down bad. I was really, really not feeling good at all. And then during the last 2 months of 2022, I started, when I went to church, I started trying to listen to what the people were saying, because when I was praying to God, it just didn't work. I was always talking in a negative sense, saying to God things in the way that, oh, but why are things not working out? Why am I even praying? Why am I even coming to you? Even though I didn't really read my Bible that much, I didn't really pray with my whole heart. But when things didn't work, then I was there to complain. When I went to church, I remember just trying to understand what they preached about, and it just didn't make any sense for me. It kind of became confused, because I said, that's what you want to teach me about God? I prayed to God and said, is that what you're teaching your children? Is that what I needed to listen to? And I realized the Sunday after that no, this is not what God wanted me to listen to, but he wanted me to pay attention, to listen to what is coming into your ear, because things are just not the way that they should be. And sometimes the messages that you get, they aren't really what they need to be. So I slowly started questioning my relationship with God, which put the focus away from me and my problems into who is God in my life, and why do I feel the need to understand who he is now. Although I've been to church basically my whole life, I had never really put myself down and tried to build a connection and relationship to God. When I realized that was actually God's way of answering my prayers, I tried to put the matters into my hands. I didn't go to church for quite some time and tried to unlearn everything that I remembered having learned in church, because I realized that this didn't benefit me or my relationship with God, and that it made God seem like the Old Testament kind of God, which I kind of thought, okay, well, I don't think that God is a mean person. So I started creating this new journey in my life that I would put more thought into trying to listen to what God has to say, meaning that I would sit there and pray to him and try to find new preachers and pastors on the internet who could help me out. And I had this one pastor who inspired this. Actually, I'm not even listening to him anymore, but I realized that in some way God was talking to me, that there is something good out there. Through this whole process of finding God, finding how to talk to God, finding my love to God and to my Bible and everything, I realized that this whole time I was living in this negativity that just takes part of my life. And I still till now realize how many negative things and limiting beliefs I have in my daily speech, that I'm imagining God listening to me and being like, because it just doesn't make any sense for someone who says they love God to say such negative things about themselves. And it just still takes time for me till right now to get rid of some thoughts that I have and that I have built during these years. So let me just explain it to you like this. I am still learning and I'm still on the pathway, because I believe that if I didn't go through that pain last year, where I actually wanted to unalive myself at one point, to be quite honest to you guys, I would not be where I am today. And I know that my presence, let it be here on the internet, or let it be in my family or in my friends circle or whatever, I think now my presence is showing just something great is about to happen. I know that the person that I am now has changed from the person I was a little bit before. Without me telling you, I'm a completely different person now. I'm just a better version of who I was last year, thank goodness. And the two things that helped me out the most in this period of time were TikTok, which sounds funny, but if it wasn't for TikTok, I would not be where I am today. Let it be in my confidence journey, let it be in my changing and becoming me kind of journey, and most importantly, let it be in my faith journey. If it wasn't for TikTok, I wouldn't have found most of the pastors that I found, the TikTokers that I found, the YouTubers that I found, everything. It was just such a big help for me to be on that platform, because I used to hate this platform. It helped me become the Lea that I am today, which is the Lea that is now feeling like she might be ready to do something again that she was scared to do for a long time. And the second thing was my faith. Like I said, I'm still a human being. I'm still doing things wrong. I'm still not doing things perfectly. And there are still moments where I become Lea 1.0. However, there's one thing that this faith journey has done for me right now, is that I try to be much more present in my own life. I am here to live the life that Jesus has prepared for me. I'm living the life that God has created for me, and that is my life. I'm here to serve people, of course. I'm not here to be the side character in my own life and have other people be the main characters, if you get what I mean. And all of this was kind of a long journey to get to where I am right now. Now let me tell you that this journey is the longest journey I have been on so far, and I don't think it's something bad. Going through a phase in your life where nothing is working out according to you, and then finding your faith, finding God, finding something hopeful out there. You see it from afar and you don't know how close you actually can be to that thing, but I kind of realized that I don't need to run after that thing anymore, because the faster I try to run, the faster I kind of give up. So I'm just taking it one step at a time, 1% each day, 1% at a time, at everything I try to do right now. What was one of my biggest problems, and still is my very sensitive, emotional side, that can sometimes be too much even for myself to handle. For example, when something doesn't work right, I become this emotional, very feeling Lea that could destroy her own path just by being too much into her emotions. And that's still something that I'm learning. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is to talk about the fact that everyone has a moment where they see their dreams and what they most like to do as a burden because they don't achieve what they thought would be achievable during that time because you did what? You looked at other people. You looked at how other people achieve these things, or you compare yourself to someone who's standing next to you or someone who's been growing faster than you did. I'm thirsty, sorry. There's not even much there anymore. And all of that taught me one specific thing. Even though people were achieving things in a different way, I started talking or understanding or believing in God the way that I do at 24, at 23, which could be late, could be very early, could be, I don't know what, for someone else. So that kind of showed me that everything happens in my time, in my specific chronological order that God has put out there for me. So if someone was achieving, someone sitting literally next to me was achieving much more than I was, it was because it was their time and not mine. If someone earned, a prize that I, for example, thought I would deserve to, it was because it was their time, not mine. If my channel is not growing right now the way that I want it to, it's because it's not my time yet. If things are not working out the way that I thought, in the chronological order that I thought, in the way that I thought, it's because God didn't plan for it to happen yet. So I think that everything is part of time. I just learned so much every single day ever since I started believing and being more in my faith and trusting and reading my Bible, because my Bible has been like a little self-help book for me to understand that everything takes time and everything is written down. Even though it seems like life is just pushing you from side to side, then okay, understand why life is pushing you, learn from it, and keep growing with every day. Because you're human, we're human beings, we learn, we become better versions of ourselves. We just shouldn't give up too early or too fast. There's this one thing that I always come back to, but I forget. It's you could be working hard for 4 years and the 5th year would be your success year, but you've been giving up before that. So I think that falling and failing and messing up are just part of the journey to become a better version of who you need to be. And I think the better version of myself that I could be, from comparing from Lea last year to Lea right now, is the faith-based version of myself that I am now. I'm still learning, I'm still falling, I still have some moments even today where I could just sit in my car and cry and say nothing is working out. But I'm coming back to my senses after taking a breath, drinking some water, and then I'm back. So I'm standing back up here publicly to you guys, to the people who follow me or who are following me now. Thank you, that's a very smart choice. And I'm trying again, doing it again, continuing again, because my time is about to come. Your time is about to come. God has planned everything for everyone. Everyone's time to shine is about to happen. And I don't want to sit behind anymore. I don't want to sit there and say, well, they're gonna do better than me. Why does my video only have 11 views? Well, thank God it has 11 people who watched it and who loved it and who learned something from it, or whom you inspire with your personality or with your story. And it will be more in the future. Not now, not yet, but it will happen. You just have to believe it and to tell yourself, what if it's not working today, but it's gonna work tomorrow? And one day the tomorrow is going to be your today, and it's gonna be your reality. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. This is literally me talking to myself also. So when I feel bad, I can look back to this video and learn something new from it. So that's going to be it for this video, people. I hope that it was very informative about where I've been and that I'm back now. I'm trying here. I'm really trying. You will see. I will post more regularly. I will continue on with some nice talks like this, sitting next to my bed, talking to you and just enjoying the moment and trying to be like sister to sister or sister to sibling, whatever, because life is like that. You learn from people. I'm here to serve. This is my mission here on earth. I'm here to serve. So if that's my way of serving, of course, ESFP for life. Have a nice day, people. God bless you, love you, and see you very, very soon.